Hello. Looks like we have a game. And it is, of course, Chaos Dwarfs. But it looks like new Chaos Dwarfs. So let's see how they're doing. New season, new team. We'll see how much we get to play with these guys. I have played Orcs before, but not a ton. Hang on, let me just concentrate here for a second. Centaurs. 1, 3, 4. Only 5 Chaos Dwarfs. Okay, so they're going for the rerolls and slightly less Chaos Dwarfs. I am okay with that. Yeah, we just have a regular team. So straight in, we'll see how this goes. Now, this team that I'm running is, I would say, probably a lot more favoured than a few of the teams we've run recently against Chaos Dwarfs. Early Chaos Dwarfs anyway. Late Chaos Dwarfs things get nasty because of Claw. But early should be a lot more even slash maybe even we are slightly better off. Hard to tell. But yeah, in we go. Let's try and monitor this. This is a new temporary microphone I'm using, so hopefully it's working okay. As of right now, I'm actually kind of having to hold it up close to me so I don't get too much background noise. Sorry if you get a ton of clicking. I guess we'll watch the intro this time, seeing as it's the first game. We went in red this time because I figure the classic GW paint scheme, which the combat cards used to be represented by, it always featured a lot of prominent red. Red versus blue is a nice game as well. This should look pleasant to see anyway. Alright, let's get going. Microphone looks good. Everything looks alright. We're Orcs, we should probably offend. Maybe we can cause them some early issues. Get into those hobgoblins. If we can get any hobgoblins KO'd or worse for the second half, that would be excellent. We do have a thrower. Need to try and protect him as best we can. I'm not always the best at protecting my ball carrier because I'm more of a defender than an attacker, but we'll see how we go. Alright, let's get set up here. I think we're actually going to push the Black Orcs back and get the blitzers to do the initial hits, so we don't waste unnecessary rerolls at least. Nothing's guaranteed, of course. Keep one blitzer back just in case things get hairy at the back, especially with the centaurs. I think I'm mostly okay with that. Alright, let's see how we do. Oh boy. Okay, we definitely got the worst of that, but I guess it could be even worse. Let's get you back as far as we can. Boy. Okay, I'd like to free up this guy here, so let's try this one block. Okay, that's a good start. Because we need to protect this ball. They do have a centaur on the loose. Let's see. Yeah, let's go up here. And I think we're going to try the blitz here. Not really what we wanted, but it'll suffice. Just so we can get that extra layer of protection in. We're going to let that go. So definitely not what we had planned for first turn, but such is the way of things sometimes. The plus side is we have a fairly good tight net here, and he only has one centaur free, so this guy can get down in this vicinity, but he shouldn't be able to do too much. I don't know if he'll send the hobgoblins through, perhaps? Okay. Just kind of re-establishing the front line by the looks of it. Yeah, I'd like to blitz the hobgoblins as much as we can, but it may not always be possible. Oh, is he gonna foul? I guess so. I mean, if you can get a Black Orc off early, that's obviously a huge boon. I mean, in fairness, it is a very Chaos Dwarf tactic to do. Got him off, okay. Did he get sent off? No. The perfect foul. Alright. Well, that's made things exciting. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy, that's a long way. Okay, so we can do this. Okay, that's disappointing. Not necessarily the end of the world. Downside is gonna need to protect this for a moment. You can take another 2 dice here. We're actually gonna follow on that one. Alright, and then we're gonna try and pick up this ball. This is what we hired this guy for. We'll move up as far as we can, which is here. And we'll just protect it like that for the moment. See what he does. It's a slow start, but it's not a terrible start. I mean, I suppose you could argue losing the Black Orc is a bit terrible, but what can one do? Yeah, one thing I will say is because this is a sort of temporary setup I got going here, if you're watching a game and levels seem annoying, if there's too much buzzing from the mic, if anything seems off, let me know and I can kind of correct it for next game. Alright, that's good. Because now, of course, he can foul every turn if he wants, because he has the man advantage, so until that goes away, he can kind of be a bit more aggressive with it. I suppose one thing you could say is the Black Orc will be back. I'd kind of expect him to get this guy up before he makes the hit, just because this guy doesn't have block. Got somebody we can potentially make a hit on here, which is nice. Oh, there we go. Don't think you... Oh, he did reroll it. Okay, I'm happy with that. If I'm being honest, because it's kind of non-essential and unlikely to do any damage. Looks like Droglag's aim in life is going to be just hold up that bull centaur. So we're definitely coming up this way. We kind of have to some degree. Does that give me a 1 dice there? Yeah, it does. Okay. Let's make it a 2 dice. Very nice. We will stay. And let's bring in... you here. You here. Blitz through here. In a not very convincing way. Let's see. Very nice. Alright. And yeah, we'll follow that. Alright, did we leave anybody behind? No, that's the main thing. So, I feel like the ball is relatively okay for the moment. We'll see if I'm proved wrong. Oh, it's nice to be playing a team with block. Orcs are one of those teams, especially early on, that are just... I mean, you can have the odd game that they just decide to get horribly armor broken, but anybody can, right? But for the most part, it's nice to have a team that has plenty of block, plenty of armor. They don't do anything fancy, but they just kind of slug it out. I don't think he can force a way through to get a hit on the ball, especially now. We've got a nice wall in here. Okay. Couple of manhammer getting hit. My favourite of my orc guys. Oh, is he going to foul here? Okay, he's going to go in for another foul. Less assists this time, I think. Let's see how it goes. Oh, he's got this block to make first. I imagine he'll do that first. Yeah, the start of the game definitely hurt us more, because it nullified a bunch of our blocking in position, you know, getting in position early. We just have to cross our fingers that we're able to, you know, claw our way back in here. If we can score and stop them from scoring, it's a good first half. If it's 0-0, it might still be okay. Oh, no foul in the end. Let's just go around here. I think you're just standing back up. I do kind of want to keep working on the hobgoblins. So we're bringing in an assist. I'm going to go at them with a blitzer. These some pretty hardy hobgobbos. Let's get him in there because he's beefy. Not convinced about this. I don't think I can get guys in as well as I'd like here. So I think we're going to have to do a little protecting on the backside. A little bit more protecting than I had planned. I'd like to move this guy up and in, but I think we've got to play it a little safer. Guess we could try the 1 dice. Okay, worked out. We're just trying to avoid a 2 mostly. And then we'll follow that. Nice. Any armor breaks, good armor breaks. Yeah, any time that pushes or oh boy. Yeah, stuns, even stuns are huge in this, but yeah, anytime that they roll any pushes, that's going to be great for us. Anytime that we can get any kind of blocking advantage, because right now we're kind of on the back foot and giving them more blocks than we're getting. Which we don't like, because it makes it hard to attack. When you're just standing up all the time. So that's nice, for example. Wonder what he's going to do over on the left here. Is he going to try and blitz this guy and then come back across? Don't know. Nope. Oh, is he going to use the second reroll? He did. So he's down. So the one good thing that's going well for us is he is using his rerolls. Downside is he does have a bit of a player advantage for next turn, which is going to be maybe difficult to mitigate here. Okay, that's good. Just trying to see if he can find a way to... Is there a chain push in here? There could be. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, that's some pretty exciting play. Yeah, I was trying to see if there was a way he could make a chain push surf there, but I don't see it, so I think we're okay. Now we could do one, potentially. We can stay. Very nice. Off he goes. You can stay as well. Alright, excellent. We like a dead hobgoblin. I think we have to spin back around to the other side now. Just even if it's just temporary. I think that gives me a 2 dice here. Stay. Don't like that too much. I don't think we're blitzing. Yeah, I'd love to do that blitz, but I can't do that safely. I think that's as safe as I can get it this turn. Let's see how well that does. We do get 2 guys back next turn, so that will be a big help. I don't want to go too far this way because he can potentially remove these guys and come around. But yeah, we've got him. He's just checking, but there should not be any way through there. Unless I really miscalculated. We do only have 3 turns, so we've got to make a move at some point. And honestly, it's going to be tricky because we're only movement 5 here. So I don't know. Certainly not feeling like it's looking great for scoring, but I'm not going to give up on it as a concept yet. But to some degree, a lot of this is making sure that we don't get scored against on the counter-attack as well. I haven't done a great job of pushing my attack, but you know, I've got to remind myself, well, hey, we were kind of pushing this attack from a bad place right from the get-go. We were effectively 1 or 2 turns behind. Oh, where's the blitz? Blitz in here, maybe? No. That'd just be a 1 dice. Yeah, which I think he realizes now. I guess he's just going to do the 1 dice. No, he's just coming around the corner. Okay. Not really worth the reroll there. Went for it anyway, just got to push. That's great. So he's out of rerolls, which means if we do make a mess of things, there's potentially hope. That he will not just score back on us. Oof. Oof, nice, okay. Okay, that does make things kind of scary there. Alright, there's another one out for now. This is what I want to do, but we don't have the reroll anymore. I think we have to do it anyway. We just need to avoid a skull, really. Yeah, everybody else has to stay where they are. Yep, I can't do anything else. It was sort of okay, but this is not what you would call safe, because like this guy can already do it. Why is there only a 1 dice? Oh yeah, that's not an assist yet. I mean, oh, okay. Because obviously he could 1 dice this. I feel like this guy's more likely to 2 dice this. That frees this guy up at least. Okay, that's really good. I guess as far away as we can get from that guy. Then we try this. Because the more hobgoblins off the field, the more they can, you know, have troubles. No luck on that for an armor break, but we've done well for armor breaks, so we'll pop him here just to guard this guy. And then we can bring this guy around to here. Can do that one there. Oh, yeah, we've got 2 turns left, so there's really no reason not to do that. You stay. That's not really what we wanted, if we're being honest. We will pop him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. Relying on back hooks, never what you want, but sometimes they do what you ask. So 1 die, we're down to 1 dies now. Yes, we are. Still 1 die. Am I better off just leaving this as is? Let's get another guy here. And I guess we can make this 1 dice. Well, you gotta roll skulls sometimes. One thing we do know is that they're out of rerolls and we have a reroll left, so you know, it's theoretically possible for him to get to our guy, but we've made it tricky. We don't have anybody else in scoring range, which I don't like. That's potentially a problem. And he's freed up the hobgoblin there, who can get to us. A couple of GFIs. Might be what he does, just sits on him. Good news is I don't think he can blitz him without a chain push. So he can get guys on up there, but that would be it. I'd like him to fill one of these GFIs, that would be perfect. And there's no real point in blocking anything here, because we're unlikely to, let's see, hang on, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't think I can get enough to make it a 3 dice, and I just don't trust anything else, to be honest. So we'll just go in. Alright, well, I guess we did enough at least. Oh, I didn't even look to see if he came back. So everybody failed their KOs this time, which I guess is fine. We'll drop back. I'm not going to give him too many free black orcs. Let's pop a regular orc up here. Did anybody get any? Nope. Alright. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that first half overall. We sort of bided our time through his rerolls. I would argue maybe he used his rerolls too early. He certainly he used one things that I don't think necessarily were vital and then ran out, so if that continues in the second half, that's good. It'd be interesting to see how hard he pushes. It's first... Okay, that's fine. It's first game of the season for both teams, so ultimately, you know, obviously a draw isn't ideal for either team, and maybe you'd start again with a draw, so we might see them go for an early touchdown with the Centaurs. Will he go for another foul here? Probably. I don't know though, because he's got 2 guys out, and if our guy comes back and his guy doesn't, obviously that's a huge numbers disadvantage. Well, not huge, but not good. If anybody moves over there, we know that, okay, there's definitely going to be a foul then. And in fairness, if it works, 2 Black Orcs out would be huge. He'll trade 2 Hobgoblins for, even if his guy gets sent off, he'll trade 2 Hobgoblins for 2 Black Orcs. I imagine he's going to foul before he throws. Okay, I will take that result. Don't actually do a handoff, whatever you do. Okay, there we go. Excellent ball handling by the Hobgoblins. Alright, so halftime. Black Orc's still out. Is there Hobgoblin back? Yeah. So we're even players, except we are down a Black Orc, which is not good. I suppose you could argue not horrific as well. You know what? Let's do this. I don't really want him to be able to push down a flank too hard, so we'll use our Black Orcs as anchors on the flanks. And then they'll just have to make their way back in as fast as they can. If they come down the middle, we can kind of react better to that, but if they go down a flank successfully, that's going to be tricky. So obviously, blitzing these guys is going to be real awkward, because you're going to have to stand this guy up, put an assist here, and then come on through, and then you're still going to be attached to this guy once you've blitzed. So this should stop him from going down the edges. We'll see what he does. And if we can slow him down, we might be able to stop him scoring altogether. We'll see. Despite losing a Black Orc, the overall strength advantage still lies in our court, because he has 3 weak guys and only 2 strength 4s to our 1 weak guy and 3 strength 4s. So we'll see. Kickoff keeps things nice and even, right in the middle. No real effect on the game. Looks like he's going for a Hobgoblin ball carrier, which makes sense, but also means, you know, it's not bad for us because it means he'll be a touch slower. Won't be able to kind of slingshot from side to side as fast as bull centaurs can, and also easier to blitz as well. The plus side for him, of course, is that he has a more mobile ability to make holes, because it frees up both his bull centaurs for doing block work and such. Alright, so I think what you'd call an expected start there. I think our tactics, unless he does anything wild, are just going to be try and stand him up as much as possible, slow things down, see what headway we can make. Going after our weak guy makes sense. This isn't a bad place to go. Oh. Okay, well that is a little wild. It's kind of awkward to get the assist there. Can you get on him? No, you can't. So you can just come in here. I guess we'll assign you here. So I'm gonna have to kind of come in like this, which I don't like. Or do I go here? And then come in like that. I don't like that either. Could potentially one dice it and get two guys on the ball. More likely to knock him down with the assist though. I think we'll bring this guy back across this way. Just to balance things up. Solid. Alright, well we're at least causing problems. This is the downside to sure feet. As much as it feels like they have movement 9, there is always that inherent risk, right? So let's see how he plays it now. He doesn't have a lot of mobile assets. We didn't mark up much in the back. He's got two guys free here, but obviously it's a little tricky to move his front line. And his centaurs are somewhat pegged in. He's having a long hard think about it. I mean, he can clear the guy off the ball. I'm like, this is definitely not irretrievable. I suppose the downside is that once he makes the splits, this guy is still based, right? So that may be what he was considering. He's going to have to effectively dodge him out. He should get this guy up soon. Okay, he's not going for the ball, or somebody else is gonna... I don't think anybody else is gonna go back for it. But I could be proved wrong. Maybe he's gonna dodge this guy out at the end. So we've made it so he's only got 1 dice. I'm not saying he won't take a 1 die. Yeah, he will. So that does free up another guy. That frees up another. So he's got these 2 guys free. So we'll see what he does now. Hobgoblin is still kind of trapped unless he dodges. I presume he might come back and help protect. I presume wrong. Is he going to try and hit this Black Orc? Yep. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so let's see. Let's come up in here. That's not really what we wanted. Let's pop him here. We'll just do this. Disappointing. We do still technically have this. Disappointing. Better. Alright. So we went after him pretty hard there, and I guess this makes sense. Alright, yep. So we're a bit vulnerable there on this side, to be honest. And he can now clear these 2 guys away, although unless he starts getting people back there, they'll kind of be stuck. Okay, there's a reroll gone. Which we do like. Okay, so he's freed up another one. We didn't do a great job of positioning over here. And we do kind of need to redress a little bit, although these 2 guys will be back next turn to help out. So we do have some coverage over here if he decides to do a wild run down here. Okay, so it looks like he wants to grab the ball this turn. Just pop him that way, follow up. Keep him pinned. Having 2 blitzers behind the ball isn't ideal for us either. If he manages to grab this and get around, we don't like that too much. Alright, so it looks like he wants to hit here, which makes sense. Probably do that first because it's safer of the 2 options. Okay, knocks him over. Yeah, he's... Oh, no reroll as well. He used it already. That's right. Okay, the more times he does that, the better. I don't think we're going for the ball here unless they change their minds in the next few seconds, but I don't think I have enough guys over there to make it sensible. Yeah, I don't think I can justify that. So we're just going to stand up again, keep them pinned in. I think we're going to do this. This. I want to free this blitzer up again. Arguably, we could see if we can make a come through here. If we can't, I guess it's not the end of the world. Okay, we knocked him over, which is good. We'll just keep him in contact with this guy. Follow. And then we will follow through to here. That kind of makes their lives more complicated. Guess you'll come over here. We'll see if we can make this hit. If we don't, it's not ideal, but not horrific. Okay, we do. That's good. And if I do that, it frees up our blitzer again for the future. Alright. Not an exciting turn, but a solid turn, I think. Because we've got 3 blitzers over near the ball. Now, he can just go pick up the ball and run away, but I don't know how much headway he can make without doing some risky stuff. He does have a 2 dice here, but then everybody here is trapped for the most part. Okay, this is not what I was expecting. Now is he going to come and help, or is he going to try and move forwards to make headway? Where is he going is the question. Okay, he's going back to help. I'm okay with that because it keeps things back, right? That doesn't give him any 2 dice right off the bat. Okay. So is there going to be some dodging going on here as well? What's happening? That's a 2 dice against. These guys are trapped. This guy's trapped. Everybody's trapped. This is the least trapped person, and even they have a dodge. Okay. That's a risky 1 dice. I feel like the 1 dice over here is less risky. Now that does give him a 2 dice on this guy, if he stays where he is. Although it also gives us, it also frees up this guy, right? So the big question is this guy dodging? Is he going to try the red block here, or is he just going to dodge away, maybe stand here? Okay, so that being the case, you are just getting up. You are coming in to at least put something on the ball. That's 2 GFIs. So I think we just help out here. We try and free this guy up. We do. We'll stay where we are to keep the status quo over here. Then we come in and make this. Do we get this guy involved? This guy should at least come here to help block things off if things... Well, it just gets him in a better position in general. Alright, that's nice. This could go anywhere though. Yeah, I should have pushed him into there. That was a bit of a mistake there. Alright, we'll leave everything else as is. So yeah, I'm glad we got this guy here, because now these guys are kind of a pain. Because they make it harder for his centaur to kind of get out. If this guy had still been over here, his centaur would have had a much easier route to get involved. Now he's going to have to kind of traverse it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, all he can do is get close by. Oh, that's not good. Now grab head splitter out. So we are down 2 right now. He is down 2 as well. Obviously our 2 are more important as players, but I suppose at least there is a status quo. Alright, so he's looking to just kind of make this awkward, which is probably the right thing to do. Is he going to try and dodge out the hobgoblin though and grab the ball? It's a lot of rolls. Oh, okay, he's taking the... Okay, that's not what I expected. Reroll? Oh, no reroll this time. Taking it this time. So definitely learnt from the first half there. So we'll go here because we provide an assist and we stand this guy up. We stand our guys up who need to because they are all useful by doing that. I think we even stand this guy here. Rats, that's not what we wanted. Okay, sorry, thinking about this a bit. Now we see if we can grab it. Oh, that's a big problem. Okay, that's not ideal, maybe not the worst. I don't know, where are we at? Yeah, they've got a long way to go. That may work out for us. He's got 3 turns. We don't have a lot of good defense on this side of the field, so we're going to need to start booking it that direction and try and keep these if we can keep the centaurs tied up, then that's awkward. I think right now it's unlikely for him to score, but certainly not impossible. I think what I'd be tempted to do, blitz and go pick up the ball with this guy. Because this guy can't even reach it. Okay, this guy's blitzing. But where are you going to go now? Because you're not picking up the ball if you're doing that. Are you just going to start moving him down into scoring position? No, so that guy is going back. Okay. So is this guy his scorer? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, you gotta reroll that. We're on turn second to last. Does this guy dare stand up? I mean, he has to dodge if he's going to, right? Okay, as things stand, we should be able to make this pretty awkward. Because we can move this guy here, which means these two guys are kind of blocked in. This guy sort of semi-holds that guy up. Or both these guys up. This guy's holding this guy up, this guy's holding this guy up. I think I even move this guy over. We can hold this guy up here. We're just going to bring this guy into the middle. Let's pop him here. Stay. Perfect. Oh, double perfect. And then, yeah, I think we have to do this. Alright, so he's got 2 turns. He now can't blitz with both of them, which is annoying for him. Okay, so he's going for it with this guy. But who's going to get into a place where they can actually score is the big question. Let's assume he picks up the ball. He kind of has to go back and get it now. He did manage that. But this guy is not in a position to score. Somebody has to get down here. This guy theoretically could, but it would take dodging. Oh, is he going to hand it off to this guy? In the tackle zone? That's some... Oh, he can't. He blitzed. So he's going to have to do that in a future. He's going to have to do that in turn 16. This guy needs to move this turn. Technically, the Chaos Dwarfs here can score as well if they make a move, but they're going to have to dodge. Okay, that gets him a 2 dice. Okay, so that gets him a 2 dice, which lets him move this guy. This guy could potentially come round, provide an assist. Still not moving either of these guys without dodging. That's the big thing. Like, if he doesn't get somebody into scoring position, that guy can't get into scoring position. He's too slow. It might even need to be this guy. Let's see. Where can this guy go? No, it could be either of them. So is this guy going to dodge? I mean, this is why we brought the Black Orc in. No, he's not. Okay, so these guys are not scoring. This guy I don't think can score. No, he's 2 out. This guy can... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This guy could. That's not far enough. You need to come this way. Well, that's not what you want. Okay, so this is a scoring threat. Perfect. So we don't have to worry about the game anymore. The question now is, what can we do here? Let's see, we'd have to put this guy here for an assist. And this guy here to cancel out the assist. Leaving this guy free to try and pick up the ball. It's all a bit ambitious, but why not at this stage? Beautiful. I don't mind following this up, because if he catches it, it's not the last turn. I mean, we can do a handoff or something. Okay, that's gone into a good position. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. May as well make that extra, seeing as we still have the reroll left. Alright, I'm not going to push it past that. I mean, we're really, you know, these things aren't necessary, we're just doing them because why not? Yeah, I didn't quite block that off. But it is, he does provide an assist. He'd have to kind of come an extra 1 to get the 2 dice. Okay, well that blocks the assist. If he gets it, fair play. Oh, well that's sad. It's only a lineman though. Sorry, drug lag. Not gonna kill any men, as it turns out. I don't want to be a pessimist, but one could say so begins our so begins our constant dying cycle. There had to be one, right? He really doesn't want us to score, which is fair. And yeah, lo and behold, we could maybe still score. Probably move up on the ball. Okay, so let's see. Let's move this guy out of the way. We'll follow. Aha, 2 can play at that game. Well, that would make things easier if it works. It does. Stay. Is there anything else we need to do? Not really. Can we pick this up? Yes, we can. Can we hand it off? Of course we can, we're orcs. Beautiful. Alright, honestly, maybe that's better than our... I mean, I'd quite like to get the thrower block as early as possible to just try and get him that defensive help. But you know what, I'm not going to complain about touchdowns on blitzers, that's very useful as well. You want them leveled as fast as possible. I mean, in an ideal world, a Black Orc, but you know, they're not the easiest to score with. And there we go. Off to a flyer. There's no real reason to re-roll that because we can't do anything with 40k, I don't believe. 70 we can. Oh, that's excellent. I'll level up in the first game. 7 armor breaks aside. Did they block more than us? Way more than us. Yeah, that first half they really blocked us into oblivion. So you could argue they should have more armor breaks, but of course we were blocking hobgoblins. I think most of our armor breaks were on hobgoblins, so it probably evens out ultimately. We got a good amount of SVP as well. So that being said, let's level up our blitzer. The classic question, what do we get first? And the answer is I think we get Mighty Blow. Reason being, I do like guard, and if we get another blitzer that levels up next, might get guard or tackle, but we get guard on the Black Orcs as well. Maybe not first skill, but ultimately what I'm saying is we're going to end up with a lot of guard. Being able to take guys out, especially when we're low team value, is going to be a big deal. So Mighty Blow first. Of course we'll face Amazons next, but even if we face Amazons, the ones we do knock down with him are going to get splattered, so that's why we do that. Do we get an Apo first or a lineman? I think we get an Apo, because the linemen are not super useful anyway, and this could, we could buy a lineman and then not have an Apo next game and lose a blitzer, so I'd rather have the Apo and be down one guy. So, lovely start. Will we keep it up? Only time can tell. Tune in next time, whenever that is, to see if we do. Honestly, I'm not sure. We're going to stay with another person. We're staying with somebody right now. We're going to stay with somebody else next week, but they live out in the middle of nowhere, so I don't know what their internet's like. I don't know if streaming is really going to be possible, or even playing Blood Bowl. Depends on their connection. I don't want to be conceding games through loss of connection, but if not, I'll just do it as soon as I can. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.